Good evening, friends. My name is Rishi Suri. I work with Lycra company as business development director. Uh, I'm here to introduce a new technology, or a new Lycra, which we are going to have commercial by next year. So before I do that, I would like to play two videos for you, just to understand what we are going to do, and then I'm going to speak about uh, the innovation which we are going to have. Can I have the videos, please?
As a solutions provider at the very beginning of the apparel and personal care distribution chains, we believe that we can contribute to the sustainability of these industries by delivering insights, processes, and products that add value and conserve resources.
Bio-derived Lycra fiber with Kira will offer several significant benefits. First, with corn, we're using an annually renewable resource to preserve a finite resource like petroleum. Second, a recent screening LCA conducted by a third party demonstrated that this product would have a significantly lower footprint than standard Lycra fiber. Third, this product will be available at scale with significant capacity installed. Therefore, it has the potential to make a big reduction in impact across the various products made by our customers. And finally, brands and retailers will not have to re-engineer fabrics or their patterns or processes because bio-derived Lycra fiber will deliver equivalent performance, eliminating the need for any significant production changes.
We anticipate our new bio-derived Lycra fiber with Kira BDO will be a step change in the textile industry.
So, I think many of you who are sitting in the room know about Lycra. So, we are a magical ingredient fiber which is used for stretching fabrics. Lycra has been in existence for almost last 65 years. It was invented back in 1958 when we used to be DuPont by Dr. Joseph Shivers. And after that, we had a journey till 2023. And if you look at it, we had various milestones globally where we have partnered with so many brands in their success journey to make their products more useful, more valuable for their consumers, which includes Spanx. They created their shapewear using Lycra. Then in 2002, Under Armour developed fabrics and garments using our fibers. Speedo made their swimwear in 2005 using Lycra fiber special technology. Victoria's Secrets, the innerwears, the lingerie, they produced and developed using Lycra fiber. In 2007, Lululemon, which is now one of the most famous brands, they had partnered with us to produce and develop garments using Lycra fiber. In 2014, American Eagle, which was not doing very well at that time, they partnered with us. We launched a special technology called Lycra Dual-Effects, and they made denims out of that. And post that, there's been no looking back for American Eagle. They have done very well. I think somewhere the genesis of that was partnering with us. And of course, there are many other examples like that, but these are some of the examples which takes us here. So why am I here today? As you have just seen in the video, Lycra being an innovator, till 2015 or 2018, we have focused on innovation. But in 2021, we came to a conclusion that we also have to look at the sustainability goals. We have to make some sustainability goals for ourselves. So in 2021, our core team sat together and they had some sustainability goals for 2030. Now this includes, as a part of the commitment, we want to reduce scope 1 and scope 2 emissions by almost 50%. Not only that, we also want to reduce scope 3 emissions. The product we are talking about here, Lycra, is going to be produced with renewable resources. So as you know, the Lycra or spandex is being produced by using ingredients which are more fossil fuel based, which are more petroleum based. And what we are doing here is trying to convert that into bio-based materials, renewable materials, and that is for Lycra. But there are other products also in our portfolio where we use recycled fiber inputs. So put together, we are setting our sustainability goals. We are also committing to reduce emissions in line with the Paris Agreement 1.5 degree ambition. So we are a part of that commitment also. So what we are trying here is to decarbonize this segment, our Lycra fiber, and in the process of that, our vision is to produce fibers which can reduce the carbon emission by almost 44%. And in doing that, we also want to ensure that the fiber which we produce has, it helps the garment in a longer wear life. So durability is a key, and we are trying to ensure that the fibers which we produce, adds to the durability of the fabrics and the garments. And at the end of the life cycle of the garment, they can be recycled. They are recyclable. So we are working on these project streams currently. And so one of the major changes which we are bringing is to move towards bio-derived Lycra. So how we are going to do that? So let's come to that point. We have collaborated with a company called Core. So Core is a joint venture between Cargill and Helms, and this is based out of US. So Core is building up a plant in Iowa, which is the Corn Belt of United States, and they are putting up a capacity of 65,000 tons to produce bio ingredients, raw material for producing the ingredients which are used for producing Lycra. The corn which we are using is an industrial corn. It's dent corn. It is not an edible corn which we generally use for the food purpose. It's a different corn altogether, and nearly 90% of this plant, which is based in Iowa, will be powered by wind. So we are also ensuring that the process which we use is again it is sustainable. Corn is generally rain-fed, but in this case, the farmers will not be using any irrigation. So they will be using regenerative practices for producing corn. So once this dent corn is produced, with this dent corn, there will be a ingredient called Kira, which is a bio-derived BDO that will be manufactured, which in turn will be converted into polytetramethylene ether glycol, which is the 70% part of the Lycra which is made. So imagine the 70% part is going to be with renewable resource. So it's not going to be fossil fuel, which is currently the case, but it will be out of bio-derived resource. Then the bio-derived PTMEG is going to be mixed with other ingredients which are out of the existing feedstock, the current feedstock, and that will ultimately give to bio-derived Lycra. So what are the benefits? I think one of the benefits is that it is at a scale. So we are not talking about any pilot project here. Generally, you must have heard of a lot of pilot projects which are in this, in this arena where they are trying to do something which is more sustainable. But this is at scale. So we are, we are hoping almost 1/3 to 1/4 of our production would be with bio-derived ingredients. Secondly, it will reduce the carbon emission by almost 44%. So you can imagine that, once the carbon emission is reduced by 44%, it not only adds to our sustainability goal, but also of our customers who are going to use Lycra. And then the last, the stretch, recovery, and all the performances which are going to be there with Lycra using bio-derived raw material is going to be absolutely same as what it is today. So it's not that the brands or the fabrics mills will have to do any testing or re-engineer their fabrics or re-engineer garments. It will be same. Once we have produced this Lycra with the bio-derived inputs, this is going to be referred to USDA for various certifications, then ISCC Plus, and then the Higgs MSI. So we will have independent third-party certification to ensure that whatever ingredients we are using is actually we are walking the talk. Oh, sorry, we are talking the walk. So currently, where we are producing the seed quantities of bio-derived Lycra. As I speak, we are currently doing some small-scale production, which is going to be shared with our yarn mills and then fabric mills, and they are going to produce fabrics and ultimately give it to the brands and retailers to try and make some garments out of it. And then early 2025, we are going to be ready with Lycra, which is made out of bio-derived BDO. So that's our journey. And in case if any of you is interested in using this, please feel free to contact us. I can share my cards. And we would be really happy that if you also join us in this journey where we are trying to be more sustainable and trying to make our value chain more sustainable. Thank you.